What's up, everybody? It's Heems, and guys, we are back with another reaction video. Today, we're going to be checking out Solo Leveling, Episode 8. I saw there was like a 7.5, which is, I guess, pretty much just the build-up or like letting you know from the beginning, a little summary of what Jin-Woo has been through all the way up to this point, so we skip past that. But to everybody, that last episode was intense because literally he went back to doing his training regimen. It was funny seeing him and his sister Gina run, and he started to realize, like, wait a minute, I just went a little bit over by 11 kilometers versus the 10, and so he started gunning it, and then started doing like 200 push-ups. So now he's trying to beef everything up to get more bonuses, more attributes, and then so he ended up getting the key, which allowed him to go into a higher boss dungeon where he fought that Cerberus. And it literally felt like episode 1 all over again. He got messed up really bad, lost his arm, but then he was able to like regenerate it, take items, and was able to last out the rage and then take out the Cerberus. And he actually was able to figure out like certain elixirs that he could use to potentially help restore his mother back to regular health and get her out of the hospital. In the midst of all that, we also have literally Dong-suk, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but basically the group that led that raid earlier, that Jin-Woo, in the mix of helping Yo Jin-ho, actually sat there and cleared that whole group out. So Dong-suk, his brother's out there who is waiting and trying to plot to where he's going to get back and try to run that fade with him. So we got to worry about that in between all this. And lastly, Yo Jin-ho trying to get Jin-Woo to kind of help him with a couple of raids so he can actually sit there and boost his stats. But guys, without further ado, we're about to go ahead and check this video out. To everybody that's on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. To everybody on Patreon, I appreciate you all.
万病を治すアイテムか。
I think it's like 3 parts of the element. If I recall in the last episode, I could be wrong. I think he got 1, or at least it opened up what he can get for the 3 if he hasn't already got 1 of them.
この薬があれば母さんの溺水症も治せるかもしれない。命の浸水を作るためには3つのアイテムが必要だ。どれもまだ手に入れられてないが、どこにあるかは分かりきっている。だが、
My bad. I thought at least he had like one of the ingredients.
実力であの門をくぐるのは自殺行為に等しい。もっとレベルアップを。
Yeah, when you hit 1,000 push-ups, my G, and 1,000 squats, get some ab core workout. You ready?
もっと強くならなければ。
引き受けてくださるんですか？
状況が変わった。君が提案した19回の C 級レイド参加受けるよ。ただし一つ。
Just watch your back, Yo Jin-ho. He might, go crazy when you're at the end. Don't push it too close.
条件がある。
はい、なんだっておっしゃってください。
君と俺、2人で行くこと。
Oh man, don't tell me you gonna do him like that right now. Don't do him like that, man. Please don't do him like that. I actually like Yo Jin-ho. He seems very genuine and sincere, and for him to even help him, like, carry that, I was kind of playing on that. I didn't think he would actually do it, but nah, he seems for the most part like sincere. I hope he don't go jack in a box, or we see him do some more character growth as we go on. I hope they bring back Jo Hee for us to see what's going on with her and even Gina's friend.
僕と兄貴の2人で C 級ダンジョンをクリアするってことですか？
That's gonna be rough.
そういうことだ。
Really rough.
ですが C 級ゲートに入るにはメンバーが少なくとも8人必要なんじゃ。
Don't worry, man. I am 8 people at one. Man, I hope he could grow his arm back better, or just as equally as Jin-Woo, because if he can't, then y'all in trouble.
人数合わせを使うんだよ。ファンドンソクの使ってた方法と同じだ。
でも危険すぎませんか？
ものは考えようだ。俺たち2人が無事なら19回のレイドを怪我人ゼロで終えることができる。19回連続無事故の攻撃隊。 親父さんに実力を認めてもらう絶好の材料じゃないか。
なるへそ。
Look at me now, Daddy. I'm number one, baby. Number one. Now let's talk about that inheritance for the one time. Let me see if I get something on that.
そうしましょう兄貴。メンバーとゲートは僕が手配しておきます。
She was the one that stopped a robbery earlier. And then if I'm not mistaken, one of the original hunters who owned the organization, the guy in the red, I think who's either supposed to be the major son, he just hired her, I think, to take over or to try to help out.
So, 何のご用ですか？
驚きました。さすがは S 級ハンターですね。
You just gonna be sneaking like, haha, you passed the test. I was not sitting there watching you as you sitting there drinking that water. Your body, you know. Anyway, I came here to give you your next mission.
お声掛けのタイミングを見計らっていたのですが、トレーニング中失礼します。私、こういうものです。
ゲートが発生するようになって十数年、世界は目まぐるしく変化している。今やインフラ、経済、メディア、政治に至るまで、あらゆるものがダンジョンとは無関係ではいられない。特に人々の生活の基盤となるインフラは、ダンジョンの資源なしには立ち行かなくなった。そんな重要な資源を唯一こちらの世界に持ち帰ってくることができるのが、ハンターという存在。そしてそのハンターたちの管理をしているのが公的機関としてのハンター協会という組織だ。ハンター協会は覚醒したハンターの
Now, do they have like freelancer hunters? Like, you know, if you don't want to be part of the organization, you just want to do your own vigilante thing and take in all the rewards, or I guess there got to be some kind of restriction, or like you have to go to some guidelines. Like, you can't just be out here just like, you know, working out and having all the rooms to yourself. Like, you got to spend to go somewhere.
のランク判定、登録、管理を行う。競売から漏れたゲートの処理の手配、ダンジョンブレイクの対応も担っている。しかし協会はあくまでも公的機関に過ぎない。実際にこの社会を回すために十分なダンジョン資源の大半を持ち帰っているのはギルドというハンター業を基軸とした企業体だ。ギルドはそのダンジョン資源の獲得をもってして莫大な利益を得ている。中でもハンタースギルド、白虎ギルド、死神ギルド、明星ギルド、騎士団ギルドの国内5大ギルドは強大。それらの利益をほぼ独占していると言っていい。そんな状況を指を加えて眺めているわけにはいかない。ましてや人々の生命線ともいえる資源を力を振り回すだけの者たちに預けておくなどありえない。これまで国の発展を支えてきた我々が責任を持って預かるべきこと。ギルドの立ち上げはそのために必要不可欠なのだ。
はい。
I'm curious who all is in the Shinigami guild. That's going to be interesting to see between each one of those. And I'm wondering, like, is it just like a natural thing too, like between selection, or do they pretty much like they said, like that's their like organization, like try to keep everything regulated, and even according to like certain classes or certain hunt.
そうだとしても S 級ハンターを引き抜いて兄さんと共同経営させるのはリスクが大きい。でも今の僕には。
Why are you clenching your fist, son? What is going through your head? Okay, what's your kilometers now, baby? Tell me you hit 1,000.
もう規定の回数以上はカウントされないか。
Oh, what?
やはり 以前のシークレットクエストで選択しなかった呪いのランダムボックスを手に入れる機会を失ったということか。悪魔城の
Is that just like temporary, or like is he like just maxed out, or because it's saying he can't even go past his own like kilometer, or maybe he just ain't pushing himself hard enough, baby. You know, Jin-Woo, you need to go ahead and step your game up, baby.
鍵と同等の価値のアイテムが出てくると思ったんだが、いや、通常のランダムボックスだってこの前のインスタンスダンジョンの鍵みたいなものが出てくる可能性もまだ。
Oh,
だよな。
they gonna do it like that. Hey, but you know what I like about it too? It's funny because they pretty much treat it just like how they do like in the game and stuff, like depending on what you're playing, like certain loot crates, items. Sometimes you'll get like the rarest like right then and there on the spot. Sometimes you won't get into like unexpectedly like later on, and then like sometimes you just hit nothing but crap. I think this might be just one of them like downsides for him, but I think the smartest thing for Jin-Woo though is like keep trying, keep maintaining, and keep trying to, even if it doesn't gauge on there, could even be a virus. Maybe it's a glitch on there, but for him to keep trying to add on and stack up.
ここまで能力値が上がってくると3ポイントの振り分けだけでも物足りない。
And see, that's another thing too. He gotta do higher hunts. He gotta do more stuff. I think that's the only way his stuff's gonna get boosted, which means you might be missing another leg or two, but it'll be worth it if you could regenerate.
もっと手っ取り早くレベルを上げたいが C 級ダンジョンはジンホの連絡待ち。そうだ、ペナルティーゾーン。あそこであのムカデを相手にいや、あの頃より楽に逃げられるかもしれないが倒すとなるとそれに経験値が入る
You still get your cardio in, baby.
とも限らない。D 級ゲートへの招集、ハンター協会による攻撃隊の編成要請となると単独で戦うわけにもいかないな。断るか。ないよりマシか。
Yeah, at least you're getting some kind of money.
しれっといな。
Oh,
やっぱり師範にはかないません。
まだまだ勝ちは譲らんさ。
でもやはり残念です。全力の師範と立ち会いたかった。
またそれだ。もう何ヶ月も経つというのに。緊急招集か。低級ハンターは雑用のような呼び出しが多い。
now I wonder when they get these random calls, can they just ignore them, or is it one of those by you being a part of the Hunter Association, like you have to respond to that call?
師範は本当に引退なさらないのですか？
引退？確かにな。片腕を失った老いぼれなんぞ足手まといにしかならんかもな。
いや、そういうわけでは。
だが腕は失ったが拾った命だ。さほど長くもない人生だが、どうせなら世の中に貢献するために使いたい。
You're a real one for that one. Like, as if, you know, I still, in spite of everything, I want to be able to do something to help somebody. It's kind of right that they just had to switch from that to the bear with the water arm up, though. Oh, him from earlier.
次のレイドが決まった。
ねえあなた
That's gonna be crazy if they get everybody from that first hunting.
そろそろハンターの仕事やめてくれない？
またその話か。
だって危険すぎるわ。この前のレイドも大勢な。
But look, can't you see? I'm trying my best. Like, get off my back, damn it! You don't see me sitting there trying to go through these raids and stuff, sitting to fight these goblins, these werewolves, these centipedes and stuff. As long as we get food on the table and I got the house taken care of, shut the up back there, damn it! Shit, get off my back!
なくなってあなたも危ないところでギリギリ逃げてきたんでしょ？
うんああ。パパ、おお。でも来年から運次は幼稚園だし、運派も中学だ。金はいるようだろ？
そうだけど。
大丈夫さ。教会だって危険なダンジョンには俺らみてえな低級なハンターは呼ばねえよ。前のが特別だっただけだ。
そうよね。 ごめんなさい、余計なこと言って。
Yeah, be ready for another exception, homie.
気にすんな。
気をつけてね。
おうよ、愛してるぞ。
パパ、
お、なんだ。
パパって強いの？
もちろんだとも。パパは怖い怪物だって倒せるんだからな。
よくもやってくれたな。
I like how it still shows like the human side of everybody, because sometimes you get so caught up in like, you know, just the hunts and like their classes and their capabilities that you don't see that pretty much they're going through their day-to-day lives, like just trying to pay bills and try to get things done just to carry on. Even like what you see like with Jin-Woo, like with his mother, trying to get her taken care of, even going as far as like trying to even see if he could do like extra level ups to dungeons, so that way he could try to get even like the necessary items to either to go back to that area. And I'm wondering now, even with this whole thing of him like with his random loots, does he still got access to the key? Can he go back, or is that just going to be something he's going to have to stumble in through another area? Like, what's going to happen with that?
何のことですか？
インタビューなんざ面倒な仕事を押し付けやがって。
拝見しました。なかなか道に行ったものでしたよ。大変心にしみるお話でした。
心にもないこと言ってんじゃねえ。そもそもあの仕事は元はお前んとこに来た話だろ。
ですが、郷会長経由で来た有力ハンターの仕事に対する真摯な姿と誠実な人柄を見せるというオファーに対して、僕では少々不適当かと思いまして。
うさんくさい自覚あんのかよ。ああ、まあいい。で、本題は何だ。お前がわざわざ俺の愚痴を聞くために呼び出すなんてことないだろう。
一応共有しておいた方がいいかと思われる話ができましたので。友人建設がギルド立ち上げに動いているようです。
知ってるよ。裏で動き回っているみたいだな。うちでも引き抜きの噂は上がってきてる。
それはもうご存知ならいらぬおせっかいでしたかね。
こっちがそれぐらい知ってるのは分かっていただろ。回りくどいまなよせ。もう一度聞く。本題は何だ。
あんた最近連絡よこさへんけどちゃんとやってけてんの？
うん。
仕事はどうなん？
うん。ま
あ。あんた昔から。
Yeah, she hasn't really bounced back just yet. I was hoping like, you know, you see her. That's crazy though. She's actually a B rank like hunter, like, or a B rank healer. Like, she needs to be back out on the front lines. This will probably be her little moment of redemption to be able to go out there with like Jin-Woo and everybody in that group just to kind of get over that, and maybe, I don't know, maybe not be back in that room, but something that'll kind of help, because I like to see her more on the front lines.
怖がりなんやからハンターなんて辛いだけなんとちゃう？ B 級やっけ？他の人ならそれなりに強いんやろうけどあんたじゃ足手まといになるだけとちゃうの。帰ってきてうちの仕事手伝い。お父さんも心配して。
勝手に話進めんといてよ。自分のことは自分で決めれるからほっといて。
ちょっと何あんた。
Good talk. I guess I ain't gonna be able to get that Sunday dinner, ain't I? You know, get the extra gravy and them tiny onions swimming in a sea of cream sauce. Yeah, I'm just gonna get some cereal. I'm gonna give me some Captain Crunch.
足手まといか。でももうちょっと頑張ってみよう。
Good for you. Good for you. And she actually did help. Like she actually helped Jin-Woo like recover. Ooh, she getting that call. It's that time.
失礼します。
いやー、どうしましたか、チャヘインハンター。
先ほどトレーニング中に友人建設のスカウトの方が来まして、そのご報告に。
ほ
う。何でも新しいギルドを立ち上げるから、ギルドマスターとしてぜひうちに来てほしいと。
Got the competition coming in here.
報告。 ということは断ったということでいいのかな。
はい、その場でお断りしました。
安心しました。ありがとうございます。
いえ。
Because if not, I'm gonna have to say a monster broke into my office and knocked you out the window, and I did the best I could, but he was just too strong for me.
そういえば、私が来る前にベク社長がお見えになっていたようですが、何を話されていたんですか？
あなたはジェジュ島についてどう思っていますか？
ジェジュ島？どうってのは何がだ？
第三次レイド以降、あの島は立ち入ることができなくなり、今は定期的な沿岸からの偵察のみ。大衆には年に1回の異例の様子が伝えられる。
That beginning area that we saw at the beginning of the series as it started out, because they was there leading that fight.
人々は恐怖とともにあの島のことを忘れ去ろうとしている。
だがそれは仕方ないことだ。
ですが僕はどんなにゲートの存在が日常になったとしても、人類最終兵器などともてはやされても、あの島のことは、あそこで起こったことを忘れたことはありません。僕はいずれ遠くない未来に再びあの島の攻略を目指します。そのためにも今あなた方に分裂されては困るのです。我々は力をつけ、仲間を増やし、世論を動かす必要があります。
取材や新人育成もそのため。
あなたもあるんじゃないですか？あの島に忘れてきたものを。
運足ビョング。
お願いします。あいつらを。
So anyway, I don't know if you ever played Final Fantasy 8, but it's like, was it the island closest to hell? Like, there was two islands you could do. Island closest to heaven, island closest to hell. Heavens wasn't as strong of a monsters, but it was enough to get you right. If you go on that one on hell, like, it was game over. Like, it almost gave me that kind of feeling like Final Fantasy 8, like, for them to be that, freaked out about this, or to, want to redeem themselves and get enough people on the spot to help out.
殺してください。
行ってくる。
休みなのにまた仕事？最近多いね。
まあな。
この前まではゲートに行っては怪我して休んでを繰り返してたのに、鍛えたせいか？
かもな。何にせよ安定して稼げるようになったんだ。いいことだろ。
まあそうだけど。ってお兄ちゃん、荷物は？
大丈夫だ。じゃあ行ってくる。
ちょっと。コンビニ行くんじゃないんだから。
物理系の力に目覚めなかった私の剣はモンスターに通用しない。数十年間やってきた剣はダンジョンで何の役にも立たないが、剣士である私が魔法系ハンターとして覚醒したのもまた運命。それにも何か理由があるのだろう。君は
孫さん？
まさかとは思ったが、孫君じゃないか。
お久しぶりです。
こんなところでまた会うとは。それにしてもあのあどけない少年はどこに行ったんだ。数ヶ月でこんなにも人は変わるものなのか。それに切断された足はどうしたんだ。
ああ、病院で目が覚めた時には戻っていたんです。
そう。
That's what I was like. People's like, it's crazy seeing people like like react to it, but it's refreshing at the same time because it's like, yeah, this dude lost a leg or arm, but like nobody ever like really just sat down and really like questioned besides himself and maybe a few other people. The only people that like was at the organization that came in there like to assess his power and like his regeneration, but that's funny to hear him say it.
あの後救護に来たハンターの中に上級のヒーラーがいたのかもしれないな。何にしてもまだまだ先の長い君が回復してよかった。
ありがとうございます。でも孫さんは？
私は怪我を負ってから時間が経ちすぎたようだ。だが構わないさ。 それよりも君が無事だとは教会員から聞いていたが、こうしてまた会えて嬉しいよ。
孫さんはどうしてここに？
教会に呼ばれたんだ。D 級だそうだ。
孫さんもですか？
んなんたる偶然。あの日のメンバーが揃うとは。
Yep.
ジヌさん。
ジュヒさん。それにキムさんとカンさん。
無理もない。あの日私たちは孫君を置き去りにしてあの場所から逃げた。私に剣を突きつけたキム君はなおさら合わせる顔がないに決まっている。だがこうしてまたあの惨劇を生き残った5人が集まったのだ。なら
ジヌさんなんですよね。すごく見違えて。
はい、お久しぶりです。
背もすごく伸びてるし、足も。やっぱりお見舞いに行った時にはもう。
お見舞い？
ひゅー、こっちにも若い女がいるじゃねえか。なんだ、そっちの兄ちゃんとできてんのか？俺たちとも足。
静かにしろ。遠足じゃないんだぞ。
それでは一般ハンターの皆さんには説明を行いますのでこちらへ。
I don't like this. So you're gonna have these prisoners and stuff come through, and I guess they could participate in the hut. So what's the see? This is gonna be what's the stop them from either going like on what's they charge? You know, what was they being charged with? You know what I'm saying? Were they charged for murder? Did they kill any hunters? Cause then if you put them in that group, that's gonna be best after all the crap they done went through. Just sit here and get X off of them for them. I don't know what happened. You know, as if blood dripping and everything. Like, oh, finger, sorry, my bad. I don't know what happened. You know, we did what we could, but it's just us three once again. Like,
これは一体？
あちらは本日皆さんと同行する代役服役者になります。
代役服役者？犯罪者と一緒に戦えというのですか？
犯罪を犯したハンターですが、減刑が目的ですので危険行為をしたりはしません。この区域のハンターが減って人手が足りないのです。ご理解ください。
なんてことだ。
今回はハンター協会監視課のカンテシクが同行します。彼は B 級ですので、万が一の場合でも C 級の服役者3人程度であれば抑え込むのは容易です。なのでご安心ください。
なんだか不安です。ジュヒさんは参加を見送ってください。
ジヌさんは？
俺は行きます。
それなら私も行きます。
わかりました。
いや、自由って最高だな。
俺ら奴隷でもないのにこんな扱いありっすか？黙れ。お前らは服役囚だ。少しでも勝手な真似をしたらどうなるか分かってるだろうな。ハンター協会監視課のカンテシクと申します。彼らは僕が責任を持って監視しますのでご安心ください。本日のレードでは誰が先頭に立ちますか？
孫君、私がリーダーをしても構わないか？
はい、もちろん。
ありがとう。また機会をくれて。
孫さん？
あの日私のせいで7人も亡くなった。全員を守れなかった私の責任は大きい。だが君のおかげで6人が生き残った。君以外の5人を代表して言わせてくれ。心から感謝している。
孫さん、顔を上げてください。
キム君も構わないか？私がリーダーをしても。
好きにしてください。
そういうことですので、ダンジョンでは私が。
He was there that day when he got assessed, so I know he's gonna be there to watch him too.
先頭を務めます。
承知しました。それでは行きましょう。
それじゃあ行くとするか。ダンジョンへ。
into the dungeon or just the dungeon. Which dungeon is this actually? It does feel like it's in that similar area, so I'm wondering, are they going to get reintroduced to the statues and everything? That's going to be interesting to see. To everybody, guys, that was episode 8. And I was actually asking for this in a few other episodes, like, yo, when are we going to see Jo-hee come back? Jo-hee Lee. Now there's a thing with the guilds and them trying to establish and even possibly go back to that island. What all happened that day? I know it was like chaos from what I remember from the first episode, but I thought like either, or that was just under assumption that maybe they already had beat what was on that island, but now there's a thing of being able to go back there, get redemption, build up the associations per guild, and then you have even like a new guild that's trying to come up in the world and trying to recruit other people, including Chahain, if I'm saying the name properly. I'll be trying to do my research and trying to memorize certain names and characters, especially if I see them come up more and more. So I'll definitely be checking that out. And now to have it end off with the same group from the very first episode coming back in, Mr. Song basically going to take the lead per allowed or requested by Jin-Woo, and then you have Jo-hee, and at one point he's like trying to tell her, like, you know, you should back away, and she's like, well, if you're gonna be in it, I'm gonna be in it too. So will they survive this? Will this be another tragedy? Will Jin-Woo get a chance to actually boost his level up even more? I'm hoping so for everything that he's trying to accomplish, because it seemed like his stats and everything was like at a stalemate. But to everybody, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe. To everybody that came through on Patreon, guys, I really do love and appreciate you. To everybody that wants to see this unedited, unfiltered, it's only $1 a month, but for $1 you get unlimited access to everything. I'll see you guys soon. Peace till the next video.